So I just had a fruitless experience at Menards. I came here with my husband. We're looking for stuff to remodel our new home with, for flooring, countertops, and cabinets, and paint. And so I had heard from looking online on YouTube videos that people were being refused to enter Menards all over the United States, wherever Menards are, Wisconsin and the Midwest. So here we are in Louisville, Tennessee, and they've just opened these Menards here. And they're actually right across from Lowe's. We saw Lowe's nearby. Anyway, so we've gone to Home Depot and we've gone to Lowe's, and I was able to go in and no one gave me any trouble for not wearing a mask, but I went with my medical exemption card, my Americans with Disabilities Act Title III, and the governor's exemptions in his order as they're listed. I went with those, and because of everywhere we've gone, it's funny, I've lost these papers that I'm carrying around with me, but obviously it doesn't really matter, because I just walked in. I told my husband, look, you're wearing a mask, you go ahead and have a look at what they've got to offer. If I get stopped, I probably will, and I did. As soon as I walked in, there was a huge sign that said that everybody's required to wear a mask. I looked at their website, and the only people they make any exceptions for are children when they're seated in the cart or on their mother's arm under age 2. They are required otherwise to wear a mask, and everyone is required to wear a mask no matter what. So I walked in and was met immediately by a masked police guard, which she wasn't like a color of law police officer. She was just an employee, and she had a badge, name tag name. Her name was Amber, and she said, "Ma'am, do you have a mask?" And so I had my video rolling the whole time, as I always do, but I must have run out of memory because it was rolling when I walked in, but it didn't record any at all of the whole interaction, which is very unfortunate, because I was held at the entrance while I asked her to call her supervisor, and she told him that I refused to wear a mask. I asked her before she called the supervisor if I were to just walk in without a mask, what would they trespass me out? And she said, no, I would call my supervisor. And so I said, well, would you go ahead and call your supervisor? So I waited for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then someone named, I believe his name was Jason, he showed up, and he said that they are they just had an inspection by the health department yesterday, and they were told that they're doing a fantastic job, or a really good job, however he put it, that he was very proud of their reception. They had an enormous sign that was about 12 foot by 5 foot that at the gate inside the lobby where you walk in. It basically said, no, you cannot come in here without a mask. And so I had asked Amber if they had posted legal public notice against people not wearing a mask. She pointed to the enormous sign. There was no indication on there, no citing of any laws whatsoever. It was just a policy that they had posted. So I asked him, I told him that we had been to Home Depot and Lowe's and didn't have any problems, and that we were going to be spending thousands of dollars remodeling a new house that we just bought, and he didn't care one bit. He was like, well, you go ahead and shop wherever you like. You can shop wherever you like. We do accommodate you by providing a website that you can go to, and you can shop there, and you can order things online, and you can pick them up. I said, well, I can't go online and look at the materials that the cabinets are made with and feel the texture and see the quality. I can't see that online, so it's not equal. And he's like, well, oh well, that's just what you get, so everybody else who doesn't wear a mask, who does wear a mask, gets to go in and have full access to their store. And the other thing that he said was, I had my camera going, I thought, but I didn't in the end. But he told me that was a private business, and I was not allowed to videotape or take any pictures while I was having this exchange with him about their policy. So I asked him, is there something that you're afraid of that you don't want recorded? And I showed him in the Americans with Disabilities Act, Title III, what a public accommodation is, that even if it's a private business, it defines it. And he said, well, you can go to the health department and file a complaint against us, or you can go to the Americans with Disabilities Act and you can file a complaint with them. So he didn't want to engage any further, and I kept it as polite as possible, and but I did tell him that I was very disappointed. We had lived in Wisconsin. My husband is from Wisconsin, and we've shopped there many times. We've bought all kinds of stuff from Menards, and here, they're an American company, and they treat their customers this way. It's extremely disturbing that they would put politics, and he admitted, yes, it's politics, and that's that. I guess that they're happy with that. So I said, well, we won't be shopping here anymore. I hope that others will understand that it's wrong what they're doing, to keep people out, even if it were a religious belief, a fundamental right of our Constitution to have the freedom to exercise our religious beliefs in a place of public accommodation that's open to the public for commerce. Now, these businesses and the people who own the businesses are not, they're not entitled to trespass people out of their businesses, because the businesses are under a different law. They are under the laws of commerce, not the Constitution. So if they're going to be making a profit off of the public, then they have to serve the public according to federal laws, and state laws governing how a business operates. So people have this myth, this misunderstanding that about how businesses can trespass people out because of the no shoes, no shirt, no service thing. No, actually, if you go in there and you are a member of the public and you're not doing anything unlawful, they cannot trespass you out for doing nothing unlawful. And not wearing a mask is not unlawful, especially because some people can't wear them, and if children can't wear them, then they're making some exceptions, even how small, even how minor compared to other businesses. Still, all these businesses in America are treating this whole mask thing so differently that it's not a law. It cannot be enforced as a law anywhere. So please, people we need to wake up and realize that this is wrong, and look at where it's going. What's coming down the line? You know, it's a huge infringement upon our freedoms. And I hope that you, if you see it that way, stop going to places that discriminate, especially if it's a medical disability. All right, so that's all I have to say for now, and I hope you'll share your thoughts and support. Thanks.